I didn't know that signing the word friend would destroy my life and rebuild it in the same breath. The champagne flutes gleam like tiny golden prisons under the chandeliers, and I'm drowning in a sea of people who don't see me. My feet ache in these borrowed heels. My white shirt is starched so stiff it feels like armor. I'm invisible here, just another waitress weaving through the elite at the Morrison Foundation gala, carrying canapes that cost more than my rent. These people don't look at faces like mine. They look through us, past us, around us. We're ghosts in pressed uniforms, here to serve and disappear. But I see her. She's tucked into the corner booth near the grand piano, small hands twisted in her lap, navy blue dress, perfectly pressed, maybe 7 years old, white blonde hair pulled back so tight it must hurt. And those eyes, God, those eyes. Storm gray and searching, flickering across the room like she's trying to decode a language no one bothered to teach her. Everyone's ignoring her. Her father, the Marcus Hayes tech billionaire, black excellence personified in a Tom Ford tuxedo, is surrounded by a constellation of admirers 30 feet away. He keeps glancing over at her, this flash of something broken crossing his face before someone else demands his attention. The other guests? They pretend she doesn't exist. Some probably don't even know she's his daughter. Adopted 2 years ago, the gossip magazine said. A charity case turned family photo op. The whispers are uglier than that, but I don't listen to whispers. I watch her try to get a passing woman's attention. The little girl waves, smiles hopefully. The woman in diamonds looks right through her and keeps walking. Something inside me cracks. I learned sign language in high school. My best friend Mia was deaf. We'd stay up until 3 in the morning, her teaching me signs while we binged terrible reality TV. I haven't used it in 6 years. My hands remember before my brain does. I'm moving toward her before I decide to move, abandoning my tray on a side table. She doesn't notice me approaching. She's watching her father again, pressing her small fist against her chest. Sorry, signing to no one, apologizing to the air for existing. I slide into the booth across from her and her eyes snap to mine. Suspicious, wary, waiting to be disappointed. I lift my hand slowly. Hi. I sign. Rusty but clear. My name is Sophia. Her mouth opens. Just slightly. Like I've performed magic. What's your name? I continue, and my heart is pounding so hard I can feel it in my throat. She stares at my hands like they're miraculous things. Then slowly, hesitantly, she signs back. Lily. That's a beautiful name, I tell her, and her whole face transforms, lights up like sunrise breaking through storm clouds. No one here talks to me, she signs, and the sadness in her small hands makes me want to scream. I'm talking to you, I sign. Would you like to be friends? I form the sign carefully, 2 index fingers hooking together, then switching positions. Friend. Lily's eyes fill with tears. She nods so hard her whole body moves. Then she signs it back to me, that same word, friend, and she's smiling now, really smiling, and the entire hall goes silent. I don't understand why at first. Then I feel it, the weight of attention, the shift in the room's energy. I look up. Marcus Hayes is standing 5 feet away, champagne glass frozen halfway to his lips. His dark eyes are locked on me, on his daughter, on our hands. The conversations around us have died. People are staring, whispering. His security detail has materialized like shadows, tense and assessing. But Marcus isn't looking at them. He's looking at Lily's face, at her joy, her tears, her smile, like he's seeing something he thought he'd lost forever. His voice, when he speaks, is rough, broken, beautiful. You know sign language, it's not a question. It's a revelation, an accusation, a prayer. I swallow hard. Yes. Lily signs something frantically to him, but he shakes his head, just barely. His jaw tightens. He doesn't understand her. His own daughter is speaking, and he doesn't understand. The devastation on his face is so raw I have to look away. Please, he says, and the word costs him everything. Don't leave. Not yet. I'm sitting in Marcus Hayes' private study at midnight, and nothing in my life makes sense anymore. The gala ended 2 hours ago. I should be on the subway heading back to my shoebox apartment in Queens. Instead, I'm in a room that smells like leather and amber, drinking scotch that probably cost more than my car, if I had a car, while the most powerful man I've ever met paces like a caged animal. She signed for 30 minutes straight, he says, voice thick. I watched my daughter communicate for 30 minutes and I didn't understand a single word. Lily's asleep upstairs. Before she went to bed, she'd actually hugged me and signed tomorrow, with so much hope I couldn't breathe. Tomorrow, I'd promised. Now her father is unraveling in front of me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Mr. Hayes, Marcus. He stops pacing, turns to face me. If you're going to witness me fall apart, call me Marcus. The city glitters behind him through floor-to-ceiling windows. He's shed the tuxedo jacket, rolled his shirt sleeves to his elbows. There's a vulnerability in his eyes that doesn't match the Forbes profile, the TED Talks, the carefully curated public persona. Marcus. I try again, and his name tastes dangerous in my mouth. I'm not a professional interpreter. You just gave my daughter her voice back. He moves closer, not threatening, almost tentative. Do you understand what that means? I shake my head because I don't trust my voice. I adopted Lily 2 years ago, he says quietly. Her biological parents died in a car accident. She was in the foster system, nonverbal, traumatized. The agency said she'd never adjust, that a single black father with my schedule couldn't handle a white special needs child. His laugh is bitter. They were right about one thing, I'm failing her. I've hired 6 tutors. All of them recommended speech therapy, lip reading, cochlear implants. None of them learned sign language. None of them asked what she needed. The weight of his guilt is suffocating. I want to reach for him to say it's not too late, but my hands stay wrapped around the scotch glass. I'm a waitress, I whisper. I work 3 jobs. I live in a studio with walls so thin I can hear my neighbor's phone calls. Why are you telling me this? Marcus sits down across from me. We're close enough now that I can see the flecks of gold in his dark eyes, the silver threading through his close-cropped hair at the temples. Because in 30 seconds, you did what I've failed to do in 2 years. You saw her, really saw her. His voice drops lower, intimate in a way that makes my skin prickle. I want to hire you. My heart stops. What? Move in. Be Lily's companion. Teach me sign language. Help me build a bridge to my daughter. He leans forward, elbows on his knees, and suddenly we're breathing the same air. Name your price. I'm not. This is insane. You don't even know me. I know you stopped in the middle of work to talk to a child everyone else ignored. I know my daughter smiled tonight for the first time in months. I know you're working yourself to death based on the circles under your eyes and the calluses on your hands. His gaze holds mine, unflinching. And I know I'm desperate enough to trust a stranger if it means I don't lose her. The silence stretches between us like a wire pulled taut. I can't just leave my life, I say. But even I can hear how weak it sounds. What life? The question isn't cruel. It's gentle, knowing. The apartment you hate? The jobs that drain you? The dreams you've put on hold so long you've forgotten what they were. He shouldn't know these things. But somehow he does. Or maybe he just recognizes the look in my eyes because it matches his own. 6 months, he says. Live here full-time. Teach Lily, teach me. I'll pay you more in that time than you'd make in 5 years waitressing. He pauses. And at the end, when Lily doesn't need you anymore, I'll fund whatever dream you've been too broke and tired to chase. I should say no. This is insane, reckless. The kind of decision that changes everything. But I'm looking at his hands. Strong. Beautiful hands that don't know how to say I love you to his daughter. And I'm thinking about Lily's face when she signed friend. Tomorrow, I hear myself say, I'll give you my answer tomorrow. Marcus exhales like I've granted him a reprieve from execution. Tomorrow, he agrees. But as I stand to leave, his hand catches my wrist. Gentle. Electric. Sophia. My name in his voice sounds like a confession. Thank you. For seeing her. For seeing us. I don't trust myself to speak, so I just nod and walk away before I do something stupid. Like stay. I move into the Hayes penthouse on a Tuesday, and by Thursday I'm questioning every decision that led me here. Not because of Lily. She's magnificent. Every morning she runs to find me, signing, "Good morning, friend." With such pure joy it makes my chest ache. We spend hours together, reading, drawing, teaching her new signs. She's brilliant. Funny. She makes up signs for things when she doesn't know the real ones, and I love her already in a way that terrifies me. No. The problem is Marcus. He's everywhere and nowhere. Present but unreachable. He joins our lessons every evening at 6. sitting in the leather armchair in the corner of Lily's playroom, watching with an intensity that makes my hands shake when I demonstrate signs. Tonight, we're working on emotions. Feelings are important, I say aloud while I sign so Marcus can follow. We need to show Lily it's okay to express what's inside. Lily nods seriously. She's curled up on the floor in her pajamas, her stuffed rabbit tucked under one arm. I touch my chest and move my hand in a circle. Happy, she copies me, grinning. I form fists and pull them sharply down. Angry, she makes the sign, then adds an exaggerated scowl that makes me laugh. Then I touch my chin and pull my hand down slowly. Sad, Lily's smile fades. She makes the sign, then signs something else rapidly. I catch most of it. Sad when Papa doesn't understand me. Sad when I'm alone. Behind me, I hear Marcus's sharp inhale. What did she say? His voice is rough, I translate, watching him. His jaw tightens. His hands grip the armrests. Lily signs to him directly now, desperate. I love you, Papa. I love you. Marcus, I say softly. She sang, show me. He stands abruptly, crosses to us. Show me how to say it back. The air shifts. He's close now, kneeling beside me, and I can smell his cologne. Something dark and expensive that makes me think of thunderstorms. His shoulder brushes mine. Focus, Sophia. Okay. My voice is steadier than I feel. This is I love you. I demonstrate slowly. Index finger, pinky and thumb extended, middle and ring finger tucked down. A single sign that combines the letters I, L, and Y. Marcus copies me, his movements careful. Uncertain. That's it, I whisper. Now look at her. Tell her. He turns to Lily, makes the sign. His eyes are bright, Lily's face crumbles. She launches herself at him, wrapping her small arms around his neck, and Marcus catches her, holding her like she's the only thing keeping him tethered to earth. They stay like that for a long time. Long enough that I should leave, should give them privacy, but when I try to stand, Marcus's hand shoots out. Catches mine. Stay, he says. Please, so I do. I stay on the floor beside them while Lily falls asleep against her father's chest, her breathing evening out, her fingers still twisted in his shirt. When she's fully asleep, Marcus carries her to bed. I follow, helping tuck her in, watching him kiss her forehead with a gentleness that destroys me. We walk back to the playroom in silence. But at the door he stops, turns. I didn't know, he says, and his voice is wrecked. I didn't know she felt alone, that she thought I didn't. He can't finish. Now you do, I say, and now you can tell her differently, because of you. He's standing too close. We're in the doorway. The hallway dark behind him, the playroom golden behind me. Everything good that's happening, it's because of you. I'm just teaching signs. Marcus, you're teaching me how to be her father. The words land between us like a struck match. I should step back, maintain boundaries. Remember that I'm an employee, that this is temporary, that men like Marcus Hayes don't really see women like me beyond the moment we're useful. But then he reaches up, slowly, giving me time to pull away, and tucks a strand of hair behind my ear. His fingers linger against my cheek. You have no idea what you've given us, he whispers. Marcus, it's supposed to be a warning. It sounds like surrender. He leans in, just an inch. His eyes drop to my mouth. I can feel the heat of him, the tension, the question hanging in the air between us. Lily's baby monitor crackles to life with a soft whimper. We jump apart like we've been electrocuted. I gesture vaguely toward my room. Right. Yes. He steps back, runs a hand over his face. Good night, Sophia. Good night. I flee to my bedroom and close the door, pressing my back against it, heart hammering. This is dangerous. Stupid. He's my employer. This is a job. But my fingers are still tingling where his hand touched mine, and I can still feel the ghost of his almost kiss burning on my lips. 3 weeks in, and the lines are blurring so fast I can't see them anymore. Lily calls me Mama Sophia now. I've corrected her twice, gently explaining I'm her friend, her teacher. But she just smiles and signs it again. Mama. Marcus hasn't corrected her. Not once, and Marcus is everywhere. He's canceled meetings to join our afternoon lessons. He practices signs in the mirror when he thinks no one's watching. Last night I found him in the kitchen at 2 a.m, studying sign language flashcards with the kind of focus he probably reserves for billion-dollar deals. Couldn't sleep? I'd asked. He looked up, exhausted and beautiful. Lily signed something today I didn't understand. It's been haunting me. So I'd sat with him for 3 hours, teaching him phrases, watching his hands shape words until the sun came up. We haven't talked about the almost kiss. We don't need to. It's there in every accidental touch, every lingering look, every moment we forget we're supposed to be professional. Tonight, Lily's at a sleepover, her first ever. A little girl from her new deaf education program invited her, and Lily was so excited she signed the invitation to us 17 times. The penthouse feels too big without her, too quiet. I'm in the library, curled up in the window seat with a book I'm not reading when Marcus finds me. Can't focus either? He asks. I smile despite myself. Is it that obvious? You've been on the same page for 20 minutes. He settles into the armchair across from me, scotch in hand. He's in a navy sweater and jeans, the most casual I've ever seen him. It should make him less intimidating. It doesn't. I keep expecting to hear her over the monitor, I admit. It's strange, isn't it? Missing someone you've only known a month. Is it? His gaze is intense. I feel like I've known you longer than that. The air thickens between us. Marcus, do you know what Lily signed to me this morning? He leans forward. She said, Papa is different now, happy because of Sophia. My throat tightens. She's a perceptive kid. She's right. He sets down his glass. I am different. You've changed everything, Sophia. The way I see Lily, the way I see myself, the way I... He stops, swallows hard. The way I see you. Don't. The word comes out sharper than I intend. I stand, needing distance. This isn't real. This is proximity. It's gratitude. You're grateful I helped you connect with your daughter, and you're mistaking that for what? He's standing too now, following me across the room. For wanting you? For thinking about you constantly? For lying awake at night imagining what it would be like to... Stop. I spin to face him. We're inches apart now. You're my employer. This is temporary. In 5 months I'll be gone. You need to remember that. We need to remember that. What if I don't want you to go? The question steals my breath. What if this isn't about gratitude? He continues, voice dropping to something raw and dangerous. What if I'm falling for the woman who stops mid-lesson to braid my daughter's hair? Who leaves little notes around the penthouse in sign language so Lily feels seen everywhere? Who argues with me about Lily's education and doesn't back down when I pull the I'm the billionaire card? He takes another step closer. What if I'm falling for you, Sophia? Not what you've done, you. I'm shaking my head, but I can't seem to move away. You don't mean that. You can't. I've built an empire by knowing exactly what I want. His hand comes up, cups my face. I want you. I've wanted you since you sat down across from my daughter and saw her as a person instead of a problem. I've wanted you every day since. And I think... His thumb brushes my cheekbone. I think you want me too. Marcus. His name is a plea. A warning. A confession. Tell me I'm wrong, he whispers. Tell me you don't feel this thing between us. Tell me you don't wonder what it would be like. Tell me, and I'll never mention it again. I should tell him. I should lie. I should protect my heart and my job and the fragile peace we've built. Instead, I kiss him, or maybe he kisses me. I don't know who moves first. I just know his mouth is on mine, and it's not tentative or questioning. It's claiming. Desperate. His hands slide into my hair, and I'm pulling him closer, and we're colliding like stars. All heat and hunger and 2 months of denial burning up in a single moment. He backs me against the bookshelf. Books tumble. Neither of us cares. His lips trail down my neck and I'm gasping, my fingers digging into his shoulders, and nothing has ever felt this right or this terrifying. Sophia. He breathes against my skin. Tell me to stop. Don't stop. The words escape before I can catch them. Don't you dare stop, so he doesn't. I wake up in Marcus's bed, dawn light filtering through the curtains, his arm heavy across my waist. For one perfect moment, I let myself pretend this is real. That I'm not the employee who crossed every professional line, that this isn't temporary, that fairy tales exist for girls like me. Then I remember, Lily comes home today. I slip out carefully, gathering my clothes, trying not to wake him. But his hand catches my wrist before I reach the door, running. His voice is rough with sleep. Lily will be back in 3 hours. We need to... This was... I can't find the words. Everything. He sits up and the sheet pulls at his waist, and I force myself not to look. This was everything, Sophia. This was a mistake. The words land like a slap. I watch something shudder in his eyes. I see. He releases my wrist. I misread the situation. My apologies. Marcus, that's not... I press my palms against my eyes. You're my employer. I live in your home. I take care of your daughter. If this goes wrong, if we crash and burn, what happens to Lily? She's already been abandoned once. She calls me Mama. What do I tell her when I have to leave because her father and I... Who says you have to leave? The contract says. 5 more months, Marcus. Then this ends. Contracts can be rewritten. He stands, pulling on his discarded jeans and crosses to me. I'm not asking you to be my employee anymore, Sophia. I'm asking you to stay. Really stay. Be part of this family. Be part of us. My heart is breaking and soaring simultaneously. You don't mean that. I've never meant anything more. He takes my face in his hands. I love you. I'm in love with you. And before you tell me it's too soon or too fast or too impossible, I don't care. I know what I feel. I know what I want. And what I want is you. Here, with me and Lily, building this life together. Tears are streaming down my face now. I'm nobody, Marcus. I'm a waitress you hired out of desperation. You're the woman who saved my family, who taught my daughter to smile, who taught me how to be a father. His voice breaks. You're everything, Sophia. Don't you see that? The buzzer sounds. Lily's home. We break apart and I'm wiping my eyes, trying to compose myself when I hear her little feet running down the hallway. Mama, Papa. She's signing frantically, bursting into the room. I had the best time. She stops, looks between us. Her face falls. Mama's crying. Why is Mama crying? Marcus kneels beside her, signs slowly. Because Papa said something important. Something scary. What did you say? He looks up at me, signs and speaks simultaneously. I told Mama I love her. I asked her to stay forever. But she's scared. Lily's eyes go wide. She runs to me, wraps her arms around my legs. Don't go. She signs against my stomach. Please don't go. I love you. Papa loves you. We're family. And that's when I break completely. I sink down to her level, holding her small face in my hands. I love you too, I sign. So much. Then stay, she signs, simple and devastating. Stay with us. I look at Marcus over Lily's head. He's watching us with his heart in his eyes, waiting, hoping, terrified. The contract, I start. Fuck the contract, he says. And Lily giggles at the curse word. Marry me instead. The world stops. What? Marry me. He pulls a small box from his nightstand drawer. I bought this 2 weeks ago. I've been carrying it around, waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment. There's just this. I love you. Lily loves you. We want you. Not as an employee. Not as temporary. As ours. He opens the box. The ring inside is vintage, delicate, nothing flashy. Perfect. Lily is bouncing on her toes, signing, say yes. Say yes. Over and over, I'm laughing and crying and I can't breathe and this is insane and impossible and yes, I whisper. Yes. Marcus slides the ring onto my finger. And Lily is cheering. And then he's kissing me again. And we're both crying now and Lily is wedging herself between us, demanding to be included in the hug. We collapse onto the floor in a tangle of limbs and laughter and tears. And I realize, this is it. This is the family I've been searching for my whole life, not despite the impossibility, but because of it, because I signed the word friend to a lonely little girl at a party where I didn't belong, because I saw her when no one else did, because sometimes fairy tales do exist, you just have to be brave enough to believe them. 6 months later, I walk down the aisle in a garden filled with roses, and Lily is my flower girl, signing I love you to everyone she passes. Marcus waits at the altar, devastatingly handsome in his tuxedo, but it's the tears on his face that undo me. When I reach him, he signs before he speaks. My heart. My home. My everything. And I sign back. Forever. Because some words are too important for speaking aloud. Some promises are meant to be signed directly to the soul.